So if you think about, like, what is the future that would, what's the most exciting future that you could possibly imagine? Like, what does that future look like? It's worth thinking about that. Just think, just imagine a future. What does that amazing future look like? How about a future where you can have any good or service you want at will? A future of abundance for all, where really anyone can have anything. It sounds impossible. It sounds like surely such a thing cannot be the case. But what I'm here to tell you is that that will indeed be the case. That the future we're headed for is one where you can literally just have anything you want. Like, if there's a good or service you want, you'll be able to have it, and ultimately everyone in the world will be able to have anything they want. What's key to that is robotics and AI. So once you have self-driving cars and you have autonomous humanoid robots, where everyone can have their own personal C-3PO and R2-D2, but even better than that, that's Optimus. You can imagine like your own personal robot buddy that is a great friend, but also takes care of your house, will clean your house, will mow the lawn, will walk the dog, will teach your kids, will babysit, and will also enable the production of goods and services, basically with no limit. And when you combine that with sustainable energy from the sun and batteries, we can also, at the same time, also maintain a great environment. So that, I think, is the future that we want. A future where nobody's in need. You can have what you want, and we still have nature. We still have, the beautiful parts of nature that we like. I think that's probably the best future. What other future would you want? I think that's like the cool future, and also space travel. Let's not forget that. So if you can have basically anything you want and travel to space and go to Mars, and that's about as good as it gets. It's like, that's it. So that's really what we're trying to do, is take the set of actions most likely to lead to a great future for all. So that's what I mean by sustainable abundance. The combination of things that we're making with Optimus and AI compute will achieve an age of abundance for all. So, well, Optimus sure has come a long way. So the new Optimus 22 degree of freedom hand and forearm is now in production. And it's learning to walk and catch balls. It's pretty cool. I mean, look, that's where we came from. It's wild. So in a very short period of time, Optimus has gone from being an idea to the most sophisticated humanoid robot on Earth. There's nothing even close to the level of sophistication of Optimus. And Tesla has some important missing ingredients that others don't have, which is our robot has a real brain. It's like the Wizard of Oz, Tin Man. Well, was that a heart or a brain? One of the two. It's got the real world AI. So Tesla's the leader in real world AI. What we learned in the car, we translate to the Optimus robot. And we also take our expertise in electric motors, in batteries, power electronics, structural design. And then another major important thing is that we're very good at manufacturing. So in order for robots to be useful, they have to be intelligent. They have to be able to do useful things just by asking, and you have to be able to make a large number of them at an affordable price. This is what we can do. We have the only company with all the ingredients for making intelligent humanoid robots at scale is Tesla. This is a super big deal. Like my prediction is that, on this front, is that Optimus will be the biggest product of all time by far. Nothing will even be close. I think it'll be 10 times bigger than the next biggest product ever made. Like that level. So. Yeah. All right, so with that, anybody have any questions?
Yeah. So Elon, I have a question. I've worked for Tesla for 12 years.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you.
From a PA now to a shop leader for castings.
Cool. And we rocket castings.
Yes.
We do. Yeah.
Where do you see, or where would you like our focus in the next couple of years with the operations team?
Well, we want to scale up production to new heights. Obviously, with the Cybercab, we're going to be. Cybercab is not just revolutionary car design; it's also a revolutionary manufacturing process. So I guess we probably don't talk about that enough. But if you've seen the design of the Cybercab line, it doesn't look like a normal car manufacturing line. It looks like a really high-speed consumer electronics line. It's, in fact, the line will move so fast that that actually people can't even get close to it. Like that's, I think it'll be able to produce a car ultimately in less than 5 seconds. Like, can you imagine a car coming off the line in less than 5 seconds? That's like, whoa. Which means casting's got to happen fast. Yeah. So I mean, we got to jam the liquid metal in, cool it down real fast, and then I guess maybe we need to just get even bigger casting machines. Sure, why not? Down. Yeah, let's 50,000 tons. Because then we can make in a single casting machine we could do like 5 at a time or something. I'm trying to think how do you scale castings because you got liquid metal's got to cool, and then you've got to automate, getting all the bits and pieces off the casting so it's usable, and that's actually kind of how they do it in small volume castings. They'll have a casting block that'll make 100 Matchbox cars at a time. Maybe we just make that real big. Yeah, I mean we have the Cathedral of Casting back there, so. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, let's see what is the limit of physics of how big can a casting machine be? Let's find out. I'm down. Let's have some fun here. Push the limits of technology. All right.
Hi, Elon. I've been with Tesla for the last 8 years.
Cool.
It has been the most exhilarating 8 years of my career, and truly want to thank you for your leadership. I also have two little...
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you. Thank you for your leadership. I also have 2 little girls who spend their weekends cruising around in their very awesome Cybertruck.
Cool.
I'd love to know when we can add Optimus to the family.
Oh yeah, it's a good question. So this year we hopefully will be able to make about 5,000 Optimus robots. We're technically we're aiming for enough parts to make 10,000, maybe 12,000. But since it's a totally new product with totally new, everything is totally new, I'll say we're succeeding if we get to half of the 10,000. Now, but even 5,000 robots, that's the size of a Roman legion, FYI, which is a little scary thought, a whole legion of robots. I'd be like, whoa, okay. But I think we'll literally build a legion, at least one legion of robots this year, and then probably 10 legions next year. And I don't know, it's kind of a cool unit, units of legion. So probably 50,000-ish next year, And then it's probably ready I'm hopefully ready for Optimus to be used outside of Tesla-controlled environment, or maybe around the middle of next year, second half of next year sometime. So that's, I think that sounds about right. Probably second half of next year is when they'll be available. And then we will offer Optimus robots first to Tesla employees. So you guys get the priority. There are some pluses and minuses to that, you know, because it's probably have a few bugs, but it's going to be very cool. You'll want to invite your friends over and say, check this out. you.